You're live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the San Francisco Playhouse. Well, normally when I stand up on the stage and say that, there's a big roar because we've got a full house of 300 people. And we actually have a full house tonight. We have nearly that many people signed up to watch this wonderful play. But instead of having a full house, we have houses full of the passion and the desire to see theater that we are finding a way to keep alive during the pandemic by doing these wonderful Monday night Zoomlets. I never thought I would be in television, but it's kind of fun. Now we have 2 weekly TV shows. We have the Zoomlets on Monday, and then we have the Fireside Chats on Thursday with some of the Bay Area and the country and the world's great playwrights. So please tune into all of our TV shows. The Zoomlets sort of came about as a way to sort of get our audience inside the process of making a play. The process of a play begins, I suppose, when the artistic director picks a play. And the second thing that the artistic director does is the second most important thing, which is to pick the director, because the director is really the key to the play. And after those two things, it's really out of his or her hands, because the director has the opportunity to select the designers that they want to work with and the actors. And the director comes up with a concept for the play, a purpose for the play that she or he then communicates to the cast, the designers, and everyone. So it's really in the director's hands. So the Zoomlets are sort of an opportunity to feature the director because they're director driven. And I'm really thrilled to have a director who's worked with us before, and we're happy to have her back. I'd like to introduce Idris Cooper Anifawoshe.
Good evening. Hi. Can everyone hear me?
I believe so. I can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Bill and SF Playhouse. It's always fun to be in the room working with you all. And thank you, Claude Jackson Jr., for such a beautiful, touching play for us to work on tonight. I look forward to it.
Well, great. So how is your garden doing? Idris, you're a great gardener, right?
My garden is growing.
Yeah.
I sowed some garlic chives today and some celery. I got some mustard greens growing.
That's good. Got the greens, yeah. So tell us a little bit about your reaction. Well, why don't we introduce Claude? Let's
Yes.
Can we get Claude Jackson Jr. here, who is the playwright of Cashed Out, which is the play we're going to do tonight. Claude, why don't you come on here on the screen? Are you there?
I'm here.
Great. Good to see you.
It's good to see you. It's good to meet everyone. Thank you. Thanks for the San Francisco Playhouse. Thank you for everyone that's involved in this. Support theaters around the country. Please do that. Stay involved with your local theater and your national theaters that you enjoy so much. I'm happy that this play is being presented. Thank you very much.
That's wonderful. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how the play came to you? What was the impetus for starting to write?
Well, yeah. So last year, I entered into a playwriting contest, Native American one. The theme was gambling and gaming and how that affects Native tribes, because it does. It's been going on for about 30 years now. That tribes can have casinos, and what I wanted to touch on was the effect of how it's affected us positively, and of course the fear that it could affect us negatively. And I used the backdrop of family because that's always a good device to use. And I just wanted to see how that would play out. And that's just what I conjured and how it came out. And I'm excited about it.
There you go. Idris, why don't you, how did you tell us how you reacted to the play and what sort of informed your choices of cast and the things, what's the most important thing, or you have a concept or a vision of the play, directors?
Okay. Great, thank you. I was drawn to the play initially because of the strength of the female roles in the play. There are 3 women in the play. There are no men in the play, which was really striking to me, right? Not as striking in that there needs to be men, but striking in the sense that there was an absence that seemed really deliberate and meaningful, and that the emphasis on the women's relationships and the intimacy of that was really strong, I felt, in the play. Um, and so we sought to look for Indigenous actors who could be in the play. That was another thing that drew me to the play. We read several plays, but this was the only play from Indigenous writer and Indigenous culture that we read. And I think, you know, when you find an opportunity like that, you jump you jump on it. And we had Marie Claire, who was really instrumental in your house in helping us find, who had seen the original reading actually and found Rainbow Dickerson, who is playing the role of Rocky Camus, who was in the original reading, and so we had a connection to the play, and so that's always helpful. That and having the playwright in the room are 2 things I think that give a director a jump start. Just like when you jump start a seedling in some soil before, get the roots going before you even get in the room, you have backup. And so I'm happy to have Rainbow Dickerson and her strong resume and her connection to the piece in the room. In the role of Auntie Nan is Professor Carolyn Dunn, who I met last summer at a really, really mind-blowing, life-changing Institute for Directors, who is another director and who I spent a lot of time last summer laughing with and dreaming with. And so it's really
Yes.
exciting. Yes, it's really exciting to reconnect and strengthen that relationship. And then Lulu Goodfox came to us, who's playing Maya, came to us through Marie Claire and through a submission. So Lulu I chose Lulu on the strength of her portfolio and the fact that she's in Oklahoma was really interesting to me, to not work with actors who are in California or New York, but to work with an actor who's in the country, as they say, in the United States, in the middle, was really a draw and exciting to me. So I'm really happy, and I look forward to the sparks flying when we get in there.
Yeah, let's get all the actors out here on our stage, as it were. Can you guys all turn on your video? Is everybody in there? Okay, great, great. So, do you have any instructions for the actors in terms of an opening adjustment or attitude you want them to try to convey? You just want to go for it, or?
Yeah, well, it's a first reading, and generally in the first reading for me, I do a lot of listening, and I don't like to give too much direction because I want to see what I've got in the room and what is cooking. I think collaboration is a beautiful thing, and you can draw on the strengths of all the people in the room together. It makes it much richer. The tapestry grows richer. So I don't want to lock it down by saying anything. I think everyone's read the play, and so we all have a hard attachment to it at this point. Um, if Claude
Does anybody
maybe,
have a question?
yeah, I always like to hear from the playwright, perhaps.
Does any of the actors have a question for Idris or Claude about the script before we start? I think we're just going to do it.
And I want to say, if Claude, if you had something to say before we start, also to the actors.
No, just have fun. I think that as you said, Idris, that there's a heart into it already, that you've reviewed it, and just have fun with it, because I think that that's kind of what I wanted to do, is to make sure that the actors enjoy any of my plays that I write. So have fun with it.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to mute myself and get off the video here. And we're going to let the actors do it.
All right. Are we ready? Cashed Out by Claude Jackson Jr. Characters: Rocky Camus, played by Rainbow Dickinson, the niece of Auntie Nan and the mother of Maya. Auntie Nan, played by Carolyn Dunn, is the guardian of Maya. And Maya, played by Lulu Goodfox, is the ward of Auntie Nan. Interior Auntie Nan's living room, night. Raquel Rocky Camus enters, moving quietly with a big smile on her face. She moves across the living room and disappears into the hallway.
Auntie Nan. Auntie Nan.
What? Who's there?
It's me, Rocky. You asleep?
Of course I'm asleep. What time is it?
It's like 3:30. Come in the living room. I don't want to wake up Maya.
Rocky enters the living room. Auntie Nan enters wearing a robe.
What's wrong, Rocky? Are you in trouble?
I'm far from in trouble, Andy. I won. I won big. Guess how much?
You were gambling again?
No. Well, I mean, just don't worry about that. That's not the point right now, okay? Just guess how much I won. You're never gonna guess. Okay, please just take a guess, Auntie.
$1 million.
Come on, you're not even trying.
This is me trying at 3:30 in the morning. Now tell me so I can go to bed.
All right, party pooper. I won $23,578. Do you believe it? No, you don't believe it, clearly. I don't believe it either. I won it, and I still can't believe it myself. $23,578.
You were gambling again.
Not gambling, winning. Yeah, okay, gambling. I'll say 10 Hail Marys. Hell, I'll say 23,578 Hail Marys.
Don't mock Jesus in this house.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I won. No, I'm thankful that I won.
We should be thankful for winning money. Where in the Bible does it say that?
Probably at the end, because it was certainly a revelation to me.
Oh, Rocky, always with the jokes. Have you slept or eaten anything?
I ate at the casino, and I'm just jacked up on 3 5-hour energy drinks.
So how did you even get into a casino? You're banned.
I am only banned by the Arizona State Gaming Commission. I went to Laughlin.
Nevada? You drove 3 hours away to gamble.
More like 2 hours the way I drive.
Oh, Jesus, Rocky. Our casinos kicked you out. Now you just skip to another state?
But the money is for you.
You know I won't take it.
Well, not for you per se, for Maya, for taking care of her all of these years. Yeah, as a matter of fact, could I have her for a few days? I want to take her to LA, maybe at the beach.
She's got school, Rocky. You remember how important school is?
Oh yeah, a good education is important. How about I pick her up on the weekend?
She's taking traditional basket weaving classes on Saturdays. Your cousin Della is teaching her.
Mom?
Oh, hi, honey. I'm sorry I woke you. Was I too loud?
Don't worry about it. It's okay. Are you okay?
Oh, me? Yeah, I feel like $1 million. In fact, I came into a little money and I was just asking your Auntie Nan if I could take you to the beach.
This is Arizona, Mom. There ain't no beach here.
Oh, look who's getting an A in geography and an A plus in being a smarty pants. I'm talking about California. Yeah, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles? I got school.
Yeah, I know, because it's Tuesday.
It's Wednesday.
Even better. One day closer to the weekend. What if I pick you up on Friday after school? We head out to the beach, Disneyland, or even Hollywood? Oh, maybe we'll even get discovered. Two native beauties. Yeah, I bet some fancy pants director mistakes us for sisters, puts us in his movie.
Me and you, sisters? I don't think so.
Ha ha. I come bearing gifts and you come me with the jokes.
So you're gambling again.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I ended up at the casino. I know I'm not supposed to be gambling. I know, but I won. I cashed out like a good girl. I controlled it and I won.
Is that how it works?
Of course that's how it works. You know, nobody got hurt. I won. We won. All right, so do you want to go to California with me or not?
I got basket weaving class. Auntie Nan, did you show Mom my crappy basket?
No, and it's not bad. It's your first one. It's on the table, Rocky.
Oh, look at that. It was right next to my wad. I didn't even notice it.
It's not even a complete circle, and I didn't tighten the devil's claw right. It won't hold nothing.
Sure it will. Look, I was holding all that cash. Can I have it?
Sure, but I'll make you a better one next time.
Make me 100 of them, but I'm gonna love this one the most because it's your first.
You're silly, Mom.
Maya, you can go with your mom if you want. Your Auntie Della will understand.
Well, I guess it would be nice to take a trip.
That's great. Oh God, I just doubled my winnings. Yeah, I cashed out and now I'm going on a mother-daughter weekend.
Rocky, you got to make sure you bring her back by Sunday night.
Yeah, sure. We'll leave right after school. We'll make a quick stop in Banning. Then we'll be in LA by midnight. We'll stay at the swanky hotel. Maybe
Banning? What's in Banning?
just a friend I have to see.
Oh, okay, Mom. I'm going back to bed. If you stay over, I'll make you pancakes in the morning.
No, I'll make the pancakes. Good night, baby.
Maya leaves.
Why do you need to stop in Banning?
I was gonna stop and see a friend.
What's your friend's name? San Manuel Casino or his sister Morongo Casino?
Okay, all right, we won't go. Are you happy?
I'm always happy. I go to church every Sunday. Maya is an A student and in youth council now. She's learning to make baskets. She likes the pictures of you and your mom making baskets.
Oh yeah, me and Mom making baskets. Best on the res. I mean, that's what the Camus women are known for, right? Or famous for, making baskets. Well, let's be honest. Mom was the famous basket weaver. I was just her daughter.
You still profited from all that experience. You sold all your mom's baskets.
Ouch.
Hmm.
So what do you want me to do about that, Annie? You want me and Maya to pose with baskets like Mom and I did? Or maybe we can put the pictures side by side on Instagram, but that'll get a lot of likes. Jesus, I come here feeling like a conquering hero and we're talking about baskets?
If you want to be a hero, keep a job longer than 6 months. Get some stable housing. You qualify for a home here on the res. After that, the judge will give Maya back to you.
Oh, to hell with the judge, to hell with the tribe. They took away my license. They took away Maya from me. You know, I had it all and they took it away from me.
Here we go again. The tribe put you in school. You got an accounting degree. You worked for the tribe as a CPA.
They took my license.
You gambled it all away, Rocky. You embezzled thousands of dollars, tens of thousands. And that's why they took your license away. When I was on council, I pushed for the casino because I saw the economic advantage of being able to send our young people to college. I envisioned a wave of educated, professional tribal members taking jobs that we could only give to whites. You led that wave. But the gambling and those losers you call boyfriends, and leaving Maya with me for weeks on end.
You shouldn't have called CPS.
No, Maya gets sick and I can't admit her to the hospital because I wasn't her legal guardian.
Well, you're her guardian now. But you're not on the council anymore. And let's be honest, you blame me for that. I mean, I went from leading your precious wave of tribal members to having my scandal embroidered across your chest.
You think a council seat is more important than my family? I may not be able to help you. I wish I could. But I can set Maya on the right path, or you can, Rocky. If only you help yourself, you still could do great things. You still could be a mother to Maya. Call your sponsor. I'll take her to you now. I'll go to meetings with you, but I won't join in some hollow celebration about you being able to cash out at a godforsaken slot machine.
Is this what drove my mom away?
Ugh, don't do this, Rocky. Don't bring up your mother, not this way.
So we're only allowed to talk about her great basket weaving skills? You know, this goddamn speech about putting Maya on the right path, I heard it before, except for you were talking to her. Well, I'm not her. I'm not. I love Maya, but your sister, my mom, she never gave a damn about me.
Keep the dead where they're at. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it didn't hurt. I've been slapped harder. Look, I'm not staying after all.
You don't have to leave, Rocky. I want you to stay.
Yeah, sure feels like it. I'm leaving 17,000, do whatever you want with it.
I thought it was 23,000.
You know, it's 23,578 to be exact. But I need the $5,000 back. Well, plus the 578.
Why do you need the money back? It hasn't been out of your hand not even 10 minutes.
I'm hot, Auntie. I mean, that's why I need it back. I can drive to Morongo and keep riding this hot streak. By Friday, I'll be back to take Maya. You see, winning, it involves ups and downs. 1 minute you're up, then you're down, and then you're up again. That's when you cash out.
You should take all the money with you just in case you get down again.
I mean, it's your money, Auntie, for Maya.
Then you can get up again. Then you can cash out. Then
Well, then I can come back. I can come back, and then you and Maya, you'll be set.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for winning, Auntie. If I didn't, I wouldn't have come here. I wanted to see you and Maya.
We're afraid for you, Rocky.
Yeah. Okay, you know, tell Maya I'll call her in a day or two. We'll work out the plans for LA.
Rocky leaves with the money in the basket. Auntie Nan begins to cry.
Rocky, my poor child.
Maya enters.
Auntie, are you okay? Did you and Mom?
No, baby, but she's gone.
She ain't coming back, huh?
Maya, you have to promise me that you'll never grow up hating your mom like she hates your grandma. That's not the kind of pain that you should inherit.
I don't hate her now, and I won't hate her when she doesn't show up on Friday. I'll just go to my lesson with Auntie Zella and make a better basket. But one of us has to. So I guess it's you. You know how I like them.
Dollar size, just like your mom.
Great. All right. And see, done. Wonderful. That was great. Can you guys hear me?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
yes.
That was beautiful.
Fantastic.
So
Put your
I
camera back on. There you go, Idris.
my video.
Yeah, put your video back on.
Oh, thank you.
I want to see your face. There you are.
Okay, got my little CD.
That's it.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I missed the most important stage direction.
I think I jumped it anyway. So I'm sorry.
It's in the line, so hopefully all the people understood there's a huge shift there with that slap. Um, I just had a couple of questions, I guess, at this point to talk a little bit about two things is stakes is a way to raise the stakes a bit and figure out what everyone's really after from the other, as opposed to what they say they're after from the other.
Mm.
There's a sense that Rocky is definitely after more than she says than just coming here, drop off some money for Maya. There's something she's looking for from Auntie Nan and maybe Maya also that I don't think she gets in the scene.
Mm.
There's also the sense of the unknown, what's not explicit in the text, which is the relationship, the generational issue, the relationship of Rocky to her mother, your sister, Auntie Nan's sister, and the repetition of that. And in this way, as women in families, it happens a lot that one woman takes care of everybody's children. And it looks like Auntie Nan was that person. It seems to me that she raised Rocky,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's raising Maya. And I've seen in my own family where that's been okay with most people in the family. They accept the
Mm-hmm.
fact, and everyone, all the nieces and nephews and siblings know that if they're in a bind, they can take their child to Auntie Nan, and she has the capacity and the means and the willingness to take them in and take care of them. This, that kind of security actually allows for Rocky, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
That was one thing, and then those were the two things: the stakes and this kind of this unspoken. I would love to look at least one more section, maybe two, and read again with a little bit of input. I would say that in the sense of not repeating, if you believe what Auntie Nan says in her speech, Carolyn,
Mm-hmm.
about there being a chance from Rocky and Maya, and that if Rocky would do a few things, she could just fix herself. And I think I have this sense all the way through that there's something. Has to do with stakes too. There's something dangerous about Rocky
Yeah.
coming here. And what is at stake? What's the risk? And probably the risk is for you, but for Maya for sure, there's a risk in Rocky showing up and showing up this way, showing this side of herself. And so if my direction would be for you, Carolyn, to find a way to make it not what it seems to be in a way for Maya, to
Mm-hmm.
protect her in that way,
Okay.
to find ways to. I think part of why you can go if you want to. I think you're pretty sure. Maybe it's a question. Are you that Maya's not going to go?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, that you offer
Mm-hmm.
her that with a clear understanding that that's probably not going to happen. I think if you thought if Maya was gung ho to jump in the car, you might
Yeah.
just.
But I think Maya too also knows that she's not going.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's that sense that Rocky's leaving and we won't see her for a while.
Yeah, and I think Maya too, Lulu. I think for you, I would say the same thing is to protect your image of your mother and protect your mother and yourself. There's a kind of pretend that happens for a second or two where everybody pretends like everything's okay. And this is not 3:30 in the morning and crazy. This is not crazy.
Crazy town, yeah.
Yeah. So finessing that moment just to try to lean into that moment, lean into that. It's okay. Yeah, we're going to LA and the beach and thank you for the money. It's great to see you. What that moment that's there. I think it's on page. Well, it's when Maya enters. Can we go back to that moment?
Yep.
All right. Thank you. I should go away now. No, or maybe I'll stay.
No, stay.
We're at the bottom of page 3. We'll just go from
Okay.
from Maya's first line.
Okay.
Mom?
Oh, hi, honey. I'm sorry I woke you. Was I too loud?
Don't worry about it. Are you okay?
Well, me? I feel like $1,000,000. In fact, I came into a little money and I was just asking your Auntie Nan if I could take you to the beach.
This is Arizona, Mom. There ain't no beach here.
Well, look who's getting an A in geography and an A+ in being a smarty pants. I'm talking about California, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles? I got school.
Yeah, I know, because it's Tuesday.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, even better. One day closer to the weekend. What if I pick you up on Friday after school and we head down to the beach or Disneyland or even Hollywood? Hey, maybe we'll get discovered. 2 native beauties. I bet you some fancy director mistakes us for sisters and puts us in his movie.
Me and you sisters? I don't think so.
I come bearing gifts. You come at me with the jokes. Oh, by the way, honey, I won $23,578.
So you're gambling again?
Yes. I'm sorry. I ended up at the casino. I'm not supposed to be gambling, I know, but I won. I cashed out like a good girl. I controlled it and I won.
Is that how it works?
Of course, that's how it works. Nobody got hurt. I won. We won. So, do you want to go to California with me or not?
I've got basket weaving class. Auntie Nan, did you show Mom my crappy baskets?
No, and it's not bad. It's your first one. It's on the table, Rocky.
Oh, look at that. It was right next to my wad. I didn't even notice it.
It's not even a complete circle. And I didn't even tighten the devil's claw right. It won't hold nothing.
Sure it will. Look, he's holding all that cash. Can I have it?
Sure, but I'll make you a better one next time.
Make me 100 of them. But this one I will love the most because it's your first.
Silly mom.
Maya, you can go with your mom if you want. Your Auntie Della will understand.
Well, I guess it would be nice to take a trip.
That's great. I just doubled my winnings. I cashed out and now I'm going on a mother and daughter weekend.
Rocky, you gotta make sure you bring her back by Sunday night.
Yeah, sure. We'll leave right after school and make a quick trip to Banning. Maybe be in LA by midnight. We'll stay at a fancy hotel.
Banning? What's in Banning?
Just a friend I want to see.
Okay, Mom, I'm going back to bed. If you stay over, I'll make you pancakes in the morning.
No, I will make the pancakes. Good night. Night, baby.
Okay, good. Hold for a second. I just want to roll back and make one adjustment if we can. And that is, if we go back to the banning moment, let me see if it works, Carolyn, if you flip on her at that moment. If everything, so okay, you can take her to LA, but the minute she mentions banning, you know that it's
Bad news.
Yeah, that's bad news, and now she can't go, right? Now, wait. And it goes back to, I'm taking as reference that line where Maya says, did you and mom fight again? So that it happens, and this moment feels like it could move into a fight.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
But yes.
I didn't know what else to do besides raise my hand. I literally just discovered something as we were reading that time on the top of 6, and I'm noticing now that Claude in the writing itself, the great "I just doubled my winnings, I cashed out," that line. There's no exclamation points there. There's all periods there. And the way that the other 2 ladies were the way that it just happened, I'm just realizing maybe she's not actually excited about it because she didn't actually think this was going to happen. And maybe it's not a good thing. I've always thought about it as, well, this is great. This is a good thing, but I'm wondering if it's not.
Yeah, that's rich. I like that.
I don't know.
I love punctuation. I really like punctuation too. I think punctuation can really, really open up. That's great. Yeah, because even towards the end, I've reading it and hearing it, I feel that Auntie Nan and Rocky are on the same page, right? With that money. And she said, why don't you take it all? Part of me thinks Auntie Nan never was going to take any of it anyway. She says that. But this, why don't you take it all, is kind of giving her a real excuse to take the money without feeling bad. And without, without having to steal it. And I think the reference, Claude, you can jump in here if I'm wrong, but the reference to her selling her mother's baskets is that she didn't have permission to sell all those baskets, right? She did that to support the habit. Yeah.
This is Claude here. That's exactly right. I think that when she makes mention that you sold your baskets, you profited from that. It is kind of a little jab. It is a jab because at that point, what I envisioned is this is at the early stages of Rocky's gambling, that she was on a downturn right from there. And you're right, they are on the same page. They're doing this dance that they've done over and over again. And I think what happens, and this is, to me, this was always the sad part about it. And Lulu really showed off is that when Maya comes in, Auntie Nan is scared how Maya is going to react to all of this, but Maya's cagey on it. She's asking her, is that
Yes.
how it happens?
Yeah.
And so it
Yeah.
shows to Auntie Nan that there's a maturity level in a very young girl. And my background is an attorney, and I handle these kind of cases with guardianships and everything.
Mhm.
And I see that in this old adage of, these young kids say, I had to grow up faster, or I had to grow
Yeah.
up faster than I really had to be. And so that's where I see that there's a maturity level Maya over Rocky, and that allows for Auntie Nan. If you want to go with her, you can make
can.
that decision.
Mhm.
So really spot on, guys. Really appreciated it.
Yeah. Thank you. Good. So let's hit that banning moment again.
Can
Yeah.
Can we go from Rainbow, go from Rocky's line? We'll leave right after school, and is that okay to go from there
Yeah, I was gonna say even
or before that?
I would say go back to where you give her permission, Maya, if
Okay.
you want to go.
Okay,
It's at the bottom of page 5.
got it.
Okay.
Okay. Maya, you can go with your mom if you want. Your Auntie Della will understand.
Lulu.
Oh, sorry about that.
You want me to do it again?
Yeah,
Do it again,
please.
Lulu. Okay, honey. Maya, you can go with your mom if you want. Your Auntie Della will understand.
Well, I guess it would be nice to take a trip.
Great. I just doubled my winnings. I cashed out. Now I'm going on a mother and daughter weekend.
Rocky, you gotta bring her back. Make sure you bring her back by Sunday night.
Yeah, sure. We'll leave right after school, make a quick stop in Banning. We'll be in LA by midnight. We'll stay at a swanky hotel. Maybe go.
Banning? What's in Banning?
Just a friend I have to see.
Okay, Mom, I'm going back to bed. If you stay over, I'll make you pancakes in the morning.
No, I'll make the pancakes. Good night, baby.
Why do you need to stop in Banning?
I was going to stop and see a friend.
What's your friend's name? San Manuel Casino? Or his sister, Morongo Casino?
All right, okay. We won't stop. Are you happy?
I'm always happy. I go to church every Sunday. Maya is an A student and in youth council now. She's learning to make baskets. She likes the pictures of you and your mom making baskets.
Oh, yeah, mom and me making baskets. Best on the res. That's what the Camus women around here are famous for, right? Well, I mean, let's be honest, mom was the famous basket weaver. I was just her daughter.
You still profited from that experience. You sold all your mom's baskets.
Ouch. What do you want me to do about that now, Auntie? You want Maya and me to pose holding baskets like mom and I did? I mean, maybe we can put the pictures side by side on Instagram. That would get a lot of likes. Jesus, I come here feeling like a conquering hero, and we're talking about baskets.
If you want to be a hero, keep a job longer than 6 months. Get some stable housing. You qualify for a home here on the res. After that, the judge will give Maya back to you.
To hell with that judge. To hell with the tribe. They took my license away. They took Maya away from me. I had it all. They took it all away from me.
Here we go again. The tribe put you in school. You got an accounting degree. You work for the tribe as a CPA.
They took away my license.
You gambled it all away, Rocky. You embezzled thousands of dollars, tens of thousands. That's why they took your license away. When I was on council, I pushed for the casino because I saw the economic advantage of being able to send our young people to college. I envisioned a wave of educated professional tribal members taking jobs that we could only give to whites. You led that wave. But the gambling and the losers you call boyfriends and leaving Maya with me for weeks on end?
You shouldn't have called CPS.
No, Maya gets sick and I can't even admit her to the hospital because I wasn't her legal guardian.
Well, you're her guardian now. But you're not on the council. Let's be honest, you blame me for that. I went from leading your precious wave of professional tribal members to having my scandal embroidered across your chest.
You think a council seat is more important than my family? I may not be able to help you. I wish I could, but I can set Maya on the right path. Or you can, Rocky. If only you can help yourself, you still could do great things. You could be a mother to Maya. Call your sponsor. I'll take her to you now. I'll go to meetings with you, but I will not join in some hollow celebration about you being able to cash out at a godforsaken slot machine.
Is this what drove my mom away?
Don't do this, Rocky. Don't bring up your mother. Not this way.
Well, so what? We're only limited to talking about her great basket weaving skills? This goddamn speech about setting Maya on the right path, I heard it before, except you were talking to her. Well, I am not her. I'm not. I love Maya. But your sister, my mom, never gave a damn about me.
Slap.
Keep the dead where they're at. I'm sorry.
It didn't hurt. I've been slapped harder. Look, I'm not going to stay after all.
You don't have to leave, Rocky. I want you to stay.
Yeah, oh, it feels like it. I'm going to leave you $17,000. Do whatever you want with it.
I thought it was 23,000.
It is 23,578 to be exact. But I got to take $5,000 back. Well, plus the 578.
Why do you need the money back? It hasn't been out of your hand for even 10 minutes.
I'm hot,
Oh.
Auntie. That's why I need it back. I can drive up to Morongo and keep riding this hot streak. Then I'll be back by Friday in time to pick up Maya. You see, winning, it involves ups and downs. Sometimes 1 minute you're up, and then the next minute you're down, but then you're up again. And that's when you cash out.
You should take all the money with you, just in case you get down again.
It's your money. It's for Maya.
Then you can get up again. Then you can cash out. Then,
Well, then
you
I can come back. I can come back, and then you and Maya, you'll be set.
Sure.
So hold for a second. Roll it back just a couple. Can you do it without the knowing? The dance, Carolyn.
Without the
And
what?
Without the knowing. Without,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So that you play her game, I think, a little bit more.
Okay.
And there's I think that we don't have enough time, right? If you would take finding where you switch again. 'Cause I
Okay.
think you could switch, yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere
Okay.
we're talking, you're like, that's it. You're trying to help her, I think.
Yeah. No.
As
Oh, yeah.
opposed to make her feel bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you want to go? You want to go from the speech, the I'm hot?
Yeah,
or
from I'm hot.
I'm hot?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm hot, Auntie. That's why I need it back. I can drive up to Morongo. I can keep riding this hot streak. And by Friday, I'll be back to pick up Maya. You see, winning involves ups and downs. 1 minute you're up, then the next minute you're down, but then you are up again. And that's when you cash out.
You should take all the money with you, just in case you get down again.
It's your money. Auntie, is for Maya.
Then you can get up again. Then you cash out. Then
Well,
you.
then I can come back and you and Maya will be set.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
I don't feel bad for winning, Auntie. If I did, I wouldn't have come here. I wanted to see you and Maya.
We're afraid for you, Rocky.
Yeah.
That's good. That was it. Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh, this would be so much fun to like
I know.
put on its feet, right?
I know.
No.
I was your
Great work.
insights, Idris, were really fabulous.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys were bringing the pain.
But
Oh, team.
just great acting, really.
Yeah. I
Such
would
good.
love to be in a room with you guys.
I know.
I know.
I would love
So-
I know, me too. I would love to be actually
Beautiful thing.
acting with you all and not your Brady Bunch faces.
I know. It's a strange thing.
It is.
You know, this has been just wonderful. Claude, you get to expand this into a full-length play, and we could do a full-length version of it.
Oh, yes, definitely. I gotta
It
get on
feels
that.
like this is just the teaser.
Well, you know what I was thinking, Bill? I had this thought in the shower this morning that because, you know, the longer you stay in a building, the more COVID you catch. Right? It hangs in the air. So I was thinking that the theater should resort to 10-minute pieces. Like we should do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10
We'll
minutes.
just keep-
And then,
10 minutes,
Okay.
then you leave,
and then
I
or
you
like
gotta
20, and then you come back. And then
Yeah.
so it's like a festival. It's like a 10-minute festival.
Well, that way we wouldn't have these little plays. I mean, when I first started picking these little plays, I thought, oh, I'm going to have a hard time finding great plays. But
No.
there's
Yeah.
so many that are so wonderful at this length, you know,
it's
and
like
it's
short
been a real
films.
joy.
They are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many good short films we don't get to see. I miss the days when they used to show short films before the feature,
Right.
because you get to see all these great plays. And I agree with you. There's lots of great little plays that don't get shown.
Mm.
Now, this is one of them, Claude. This is just a lovely play. This is such a lovely play, and I was interested. I was interested in hearing your perspective about the people that you've sometimes tried to help as an attorney, and how that informed, because the characters just ring so true
Mm.
to me. I
Yeah,
think, in
yeah.
the actors. Well,
You
God,
know, well, I mean, if I could say, is like you just hit it on the head. There's always these family members that take on. I mean, in our res, grandma is taking care of grandchildren and great grandchildren. I deal with the I deal with the bad parents. I deal with the Rockies of the world, and I also deal with the Mayas of the world if they start committing crimes, because that happens. So it becomes an emotional gut punch when you're dealing with these families, and especially, I mean, I've had underage kids that I was helping at the juvenile level. Now I have to defend them on the adult level. So
Oh gosh.
it gets hard, but I never forget the grandparents or the auntie nans of the world that
yeah.
do
That
this.
take them in. Yeah.
That take them in and won't deny them. And I've seen it in my own families. So
Yeah.
it really is, that's what really became the focus on it. And Idris, you did touch on it in the beginning about, these were all female characters.
Yeah.
I wanted, that was intentional. I wanted to make sure that I was dealing with a flawed person like Rocky, and I wanted it to be a woman. I didn't want the angel of it just being like Auntie Nan and then Rocky,
Mhm.
the boy or the man. I think we've seen that before, and I wanted this is to
Yeah.
be human, the
Well,
flaws.
this is just such a smart play. I would encourage you to think about maybe making it, if there's more to it, if you discover more. And thank you all so much. We've got to sign off here, but What a fabulous job. Idris, excellent. So good to see you. And so good to meet you all. So
You
good to meet
too.
you
You
all.
too.
And thank you all at home for tuning in. Really thrilled to have you with us tonight for this wonderful, wonderful short play. And thank you also, those of you who donated when you got your free ticket,
Oh,
because we are paying everyone. And so it really helps, really helps. And then, of course, when you get the thank you email for coming, you'll also have an opportunity to make a donation if you didn't already. So I hope you'll contribute. And also, we just finished shooting for Art, which is only the second time in the entire country that live actors have been allowed by equity to go to the theater. And we filmed an entire 80-minute play with 3 cameras. And we're going to open that this coming Saturday. So
Congratulations.
that's great. That's great.
It's a real breakthrough, to be able to do this. And we hope you all will tune in to see Art. So thanks once again for coming, and everyone have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.